No,
Awesome.
great Monday. I think it's going to be very productive with this stream.
Yeah,
So I'm very
definitely.
excited about that.
My audience are, excited to see you and talk to you and listen to you. Yeah, they got like amazing doubts, I should say.
Absolutely. I think we're going to bring a lot of value today.
Yeah, awesome. So let me introduce Stanislav to everyone. A brief introduction. Stanislav is the founder of Shamayev Law Group, and Shamayev Law Group is headquartered in Miami. And also, he worked over like 5,000 talent and business investor visas, and it's amazing to say he got an approval rate of almost like 95 plus percentage. So yeah, so yeah, Stanislav, do you want to say anything about yourself?
Yes, just you said everything right. We are located in Miami, and my corporation employs more than 125 people. We have 10 departments, and our operations extend to more than 60 countries in the world. And third place is India.
Awesome.
Third place is India,
Great.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
So,
also, yeah,
mhm.
and also I'm thrilled to say, I'm working with Stanislav on my case as well. So I had my first complex immigration sessions and it was amazing. I was really overwhelmed, when starting this session with you guys. I had too many doubts. I know it's frustrating for you guys to answer my questions, but you guys are really patient in answering everything, and you guys are, making my life easier. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. That's an honor to get to help to you, and we'll see how it's going to develop and progress.
Awesome. So, guys, if you are not aware of the context of this live, it is about, O-1 visa, especially, talent visa. So we will navigate this live in 4 sessions, like part one will be the O-1 visa basics, and part two will be, how Indian talent is eligible for this, and, what are the eligibility criteria, and how you guys can develop your cases and build your profiles. And the third part would be, how to gather evidences and, how to proceed with the case, and how Shamayev Law Group can help you guys process the case. And the fourth part will be, the path and the practicalities of the O-1 visa. And finally, we will allow you guys to ask some questions to Stanislav, and he will be happy to help you guys, answer them.
Absolutely, absolutely. We
Awesome.
also will let your followers know, Nithya, about the free evaluation of the case. That would be your gift to your audience today.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for that, Stanislav. Yeah, so let's start with the part one. So Shamayev Law Group is, they had some amazing content on their website regarding the O-1 visa. And also many people have DM'd me, a lot of questions about O-1 visa. So I have, like shortlisted the most frequent ones and, the top questions.
Mm-hmm.
And those are, let's start with the basics. What is an
Sure.
O-1 visa? How do you guys compare it with H-1B, and how do you guys relate it with even EB-1A visa?
Okay, so this is a very good fundamental question. Of course, we could spend the whole hour talking about it, but because we have limited time, I'm going to give the most important highlights for those questions. So O-1 visa is a talent visa. It's non-immigrant work visa that allows the main beneficiary and their family, who's the family, spouse and kids below 21 years old, to come to the US for up to 3 years with unlimited installations, extensions, and to work here and live basically. And I know it's called a talent visa, but guys, don't be fooled by the name, because to be able to prove that we are talents, we need to go by the criteria, exactly what Nithya says. We have 8 criteria for the O-1A visa. We need to prove 3 by law, but we want to get you up to 5 criteria. And because in my practice, the chance of approval for O-1 visa, if I pick up your case, is 99%. Okay,
Awesome.
so basically, out of 100 cases that I filed for O-1, there's only 1 denial, and I disagree with it. But we filed a few hundred cases, and out of them, a big chunk is for Indian clients, because The Indian clients are the third part of my practice. So it's one of the best and easiest way for anybody who's a professional in their field, IT, engineer, art people, architects, athletes, if you educator, if you blogger, it doesn't really matter. We just got today an approval for jiu-jitsu coach from Kazakhstan, right? So it could be any type of specialty, any type of industry to come and to work in the US and start building for the green card. And also O1 is the best option for Indians, for you guys. Why? Because H1B is not really available to you anymore, okay? Because the competition, first of all, the competition. Second of all, the limited amount of visas, which is 85,000, with a big chunk of them allocated to master's degree. Thirdly, you must have a certain education, you must be fluent in English, and you must have an employer. Also, it's seasonal. If you missed March to participate in the lottery, you're out for a year. And then there's a very, very small chance to get selected for this visa. So H1B is nowhere near O1, guys, as an alternative. O1 is so far ahead that H1B thinks it's on the first place. Okay, because it cannot see where O1 is because it's so good. Also, one more thing which is very important is that yes, O1 also needs an employer, but you guys may become employers to yourself through opening the LLC or Corp in the US, and we can help you with that. And that company, even owned by you, will petition for you as employee in this company. So we could kill all those rabbits: employees, no seasonality, no limits, no amount to be approved, no employer. Basically, you can become your own employer. So this is a really good visa to start your immigration journey.
Awesome. Let's go into the second question. So who can qualify beyond celebrities and scientists? I mean, most people have this assumption of only top candidates like scientists and whoever are like celebrities or something in their cadre will be eligible for the O1 visa. But can you explain and Yeah.
Oh yes, absolutely. So guys, I have a mantra, and I believe most of you are from Hindu, right? And I'm reading those kids' fairy tales to my kids about Shiva, Ganesha, Vishnu, like those fun little kid stories. They love it. So I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but you may think that you must be that goddess, that Lord Shiva, to come to the US on O1 visa. This is not true, guys. Lord Shiva would get EB1A, okay? O1 is a mantra, good, professional in the field, okay? Who is a good professional? Either you have education in the field or you have 3 to 5 years of experience. And let me tell you guys, most of you, without even knowing, satisfy 3 and some of you 4 criteria for O1. What are those? Critical leading role, because you work for good companies, significantly higher income. Yes, it's in the market, but it's above the government statistics, and that's what we need. Judging the work of other professionals, you, through your work, assess the work of other people and make the conclusions. That's judging. And some of you also have contribution in the industry through the projects that you work on a daily basis. That's what O1 is, and that's how it is available to basically any professional in the field.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Stanislav. So next question. So how many O1 or EB1A petitions do you file normally? And how many of them are from, Indian-born clients? This is really important.
Yes. So this is a very important question also to understand where I'm coming from with my concept, with my approach to business and to getting those things done. I take only 30 clients a month. Okay, no more, no less. So even now, we had to take more people, and they scheduled up till the end of September, basically, right? Because people waiting to start their cases with us because we have so much trust and reputation in the communities, and including the Indian community. So about 30 clients a month, which translates in 360 a year. So take 25% of that. That's how much Indian clients I have. So divided by 4, approximately a little bit
100.
less than 100, like 90 cases. The majority of them, I gotta admit, is EB1A, just because you're so good. Like, Indian people are so talented and so professional, and you guys workaholics. You really bust your butts to get through, right? And I know your parents put a lot of pressure on you. My God. Oh my God. I think the Chinese parents are more wild than you guys, but still a lot of pressure. So that's why you're achievers. And out of this, let's round it up. About 100 cases from India. I would say maybe about 30 cases are O1 cases, but not because we don't get those O1s, because most of you are going still for EB1A for the green card, especially those who are on H1B and have the priority dates from EB2 approved in the past. Those are the best cases to file for the green card.
Awesome. Yeah. So, Stanislav, let's go to the part 2 of the session. It's Indian talent and eligibility. So what kind of achievements or recognition make Indian tech startup professionals, or Indian professionals like tech into tech, stand out or be strong for O1 candidates?
Yes, and I can already mention that because I read I have a good idea of the questions you're going to ask me. So sometimes I'll be like, you'll see like throwing things from another question, but because it's on my mind, right?
Yeah.
So I think what makes you stand out, and by the way, guys, did you see that attack on Indian industry for outsourcing the work for the US? Like what Trump says, like yesterday, it's like 62 billion industry for like cheaper. I don't say cheap because it's not cheap. It's cheaper than in the US, but a lot of outsourcing. So what Trump wants to do is like, hey, we need to cut this to bring those jobs back in the US, and he doesn't think about the expense to the business. I mean, some things I like, something like, what the hell is going on? But we need to understand that it's going to continue like this. So those of you who are on those jobs, tech jobs right now, still thinking about H1B and filing every year and losing hope, you guys need to change your thinking and put your thinking into O1 visa. Because if you qualify for H1, I give you 95%, guys, you qualify for O1. Okay, I give you that, even more than that, just because those qualifications could be extracted and put in O1, and there is no lottery, no limitation, nothing. And it's unlimited. You can be on O1 forever, but of course, we're going to file for EB1 in the future and just going to wait for your priority date. So what's good for you guys in that 62 billion industry of outsourcing jobs to India is that you have critical role because you're working for those big companies. You have good salaries. You assess other people in your company or outside, and you work on big projects. Okay, for Google, Amazon, Infosys. Everybody loves Infosys. I have so many clients from it. It's like I think everybody's from India working there, and other companies, right? Walmart, you name it, Target. So and then it's almost four criteria from off the bat, you guys, without knowing that. Also add the press and academic articles, and we know how to do this. And we give you all the contacts of people who will help. And also the tech people will get the association. So you guys are good with math, right? It's 7 criteria. 7 criteria out of the 8 available. That's what stands you out. That's what's gonna bring you in the US without relying on no one.
Yeah. So, I see most of the people choose, day one CPT, going back to the college as a secondary option or as a backup option. But I feel, No, I mean, going back to the college and, filing for H1B again and be in that loop again and again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's like samsara wheel, right? Like
yeah,
you cannot get out. It's just like you're in it, and I feel bad for people who didn't know about O1 going back to school, not because they want, because they have to, they're forced,
exactly.
while they could go O1A route and start working, developing, and building their way to EB1A.
True. Yeah, Stanislav. Let's go into the next question. So, can Indian content creators like, YouTubers or Instagram influencers or educators qualify, and what evidence matters the most? I mean, it's one of the frequently asked question. I don't know why, but yeah.
Really
Yeah.
interesting. I'm one of the few attorneys who actually gets the O1Bs, O1As, and EB1As for content creators, for bloggers, influencers, and people like that. I just know how to pack them up. And the recent two cases, just like like a hot bakery in the morning. The first one is cooking blogger on YouTube. Okay, that's all she does. Just show how to cook. Those sausages. I was doing the case. I was like watering my mouth, like, oh my god, I need to have a dinner. It's like it was a very good case, and it was green card. She got denied with another attorney. So we
Hmm.
picked her up from another attorney, repacked her, gave her a new strategy, repacked, filed, got approved, and another one, also EB1A, the recent one, for English teacher on YouTube as well. Okay, and O1Bs, there's a lot of content creators, TikTokers, and those people who do editing, like story makers. So all
Yeah.
those qualify also for O1B and maybe EB1A if they're great at that. And O1 is easy year visa for me. Okay, I'm a strong believer, like anybody who has been in the industry at least 3 to 5 years can get that approved. Okay, so absolutely bloggers, influencers, educators, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Discord, doesn't matter which platform is used. What is the most important? And it's very individual. Showcase criterion when we show our work, like what exactly we do. Are we creating content? We comment on the games. We cook. We teach language. We need to put a lot of the face in that content. That's the showcase. Everybody almost has it who is in this industry. But also, I think if you guys monetize, if you have advertising contracts from other people, if you collaborate with other bloggers, if you make money on this, very important. Not always there, but if it's there, very, very important. And also, I think it's easier for bloggers and educators and content creators to teach other people how to do that, because that could be in itself the contribution in the industry, one of the criteria. That's very, very strong for the case. It could be the core of the case if we have it. So I think those things for bloggers are the number one.
Awesome. Yeah. So coming to the next question. So how can applicants, present their work to USCIS, recognizes it as extraordinary ability? I mean, like, how do you guys, tell them this is going to be an extraordinary person, or, his work is really contributing to the industry, or his work is really exceptional compared to the others, on something like that?
Very good question.
Yeah.
Nithya, do you want to tell your followers about the free evaluation? So because people may leave, so tell now
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
and at the end.
Yeah, I can tell you now. So, guys, if you really want to, check yourself, or if you are eligible or something like that, there is a free form in my bio. You can go there and give all of your details, and Stanislav's group will come back to you and let you guys know what categories are you are eligible for, and how you guys can build a profile. They doesn't, leave your case if you are not eligible, but they will definitely help you build your case for the future. If even if you are not eligible for now, you might be eligible for, within like 6 months or a year from now. Yeah. So
Yes. So guys, click on that link, fill out the questionnaire. Within 2 days, I personally gonna analyze each one of them, get back to you, analyze your case, and let you know about the chances, about the criteria, the type of the visa, and if you have the potential. Potential means within 6 months, working with my team, get you that 99% chance of approval for O1 or maybe even the B1A.
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Stanislav.
So can you refresh the last question we're talking about?
So how can applicants present their work to USCIS?
Yes. I remember. Thank you. Guys, this is hands down one of the most questions today, because through my profession, I see the work of other attorneys who are working on those visas, and I respect the work of other people, but we do it differently. Okay, we do it differently. And from the words of my clients, we are the best. Okay, I totally agree with that. I cannot disagree with that. The way we present, it's not enough to show the evidence that you have the recognition, your awards, your course, your company where you work, your paycheck for the money, your articles. That's not what gets you approved, guys. And I know it's a shocker, like what else? Like you need to present that, but what else you need? You need to describe your achievements and recognition in the way that immigration officer wants to see it. Your evidence is this much. Your description is this much in the case. That's what takes 6 months of working with a team almost on everyday basis, checking every document, 4 level of verification of this document, moving on and building the case to get it approved with 99% chance. It's a lot of work. So this is number one. Number two, we cannot neglect that, and that is the recommendation and expert opinion letters. We must have at very least 10 letters. And Nithya, I think people saying that they don't see the link in your profile. I'm not sure if they couldn't find it or there's a technical issue. So
So guys, I will refresh the link, and you can check my link in bio. And
okay.
Or else there is a reel pinned to my account. You can comment O1 on that reel, and I will send you the link automatically. Yeah.
Okay, good. So you guys have 2 options how to do: comment under the reel, or go on the LinkedIn profile and find the free evaluation. The recommendation letters, they coming from the people that know your work, who can prove you worked on this company, who can prove you worked on this project, who can prove that this hackathon or datathon is good for the industry, but also the expert opinion letters. And you'll be like, Stanislav, like, where do I get those experts? Well, within my company, we have the program called NEO. It's a NEO project where we connect you with other people of the same industry. And you guys, because you're both talented, you exchange those independent expert opinion letters, and they could be like 20 pages, big, but very important. And of course, we help you with all structure and everything, but we give you this opportunity to exchange those letters. And in the industry, the value of one letter like this is about 1,500. And we could give you up to 4 letters like that basically for free because you work with us, and the value of that $6,000. This is crazy, but they play a very important role in your case.
Awesome. Yeah. Stanislav, let's go into the third part of the video, evidence and process. How important is media coverage? Does Indian foreign press count? I mean, like, I got like good amount of questions on this. Like, they had some articles in Indian media channels, which are in their own language. So we got like good amount of languages in India. So
yes,
but we got like good amount of audience for each channel. You can take at least 2 million viewers on an average basis. So these are local channels, but with high, viewership and all. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I'm a strong believer that press is one of the most important criteria in the whole mix. And why? Not only because it satisfies the criteria of press, but also we could extract information from the press to use in other criteria. Contribution in the industry, awards, judging, critical role. It's almost like a universal tool to patch the holes in other places, okay? And because we have access to best and balanced PR agencies that help our clients organically and naturally create a portfolio of the press, we can add those things in there to help to make stronger other criteria. So that's how important the press is, because we kill two rabbits with one stone, right? The criterion itself and help other criteria. As to those other languages, doesn't really matter. We can take any language. It's fine with us. It could be like local language. What we really care about is the type of the press. It should be either major, like big press, like you said, like millions of views and things like that, or professional press, IT Weekly, right? It's only about tech, like for Google Finance, maybe it's a big example, but that's for financial part. Bloomberg, right? Yeah. But there's a lot of professional, like niche, specific for IT, for innovation, engineering, doctors, and I will never read that, but you guys in that industry will read it every day. So that means it's for professional. And we could have articles in those as well.
Awesome. Yeah. So coming to the next question. So what role do recommendation letters play, and who should write them?
Yeah, so we kind of mentioned the importance of recommendation letters now. What role do they play? Well, they support the criteria. Right? Because it might not be enough, or we might not have enough documents to say, hey, this is a prestigious hackathon, or this is a good position of being a judge for something, or this, or the significance of this contribution in the industry of this open source code. We need someone from the industry to say, hey, this is true. This is a very important source code, open source code, because it helps the developers to build their applications faster, right? Yeah. We need somebody to say that, because officers not going to believe us, right? True. They're not going to believe us. We'll need some additional collaborative evidence. So that's how important they are. We'll basically need to have one or a few recommendation letters for each criterion to support the strength of this criterion. Now, who could be the recommenders? Well, first of all, people who are aware of the work that you guys do. And also they must have some level of expertise, education, years of experience, certifications, projects, work skills, and things like that, to be able to assess this or that criterion, depending on which one he or she is describing.
So can co-developers from the same team and, the managers which we work for, can they recommend us?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So coming to the next question. This is like the real question. How long does the process take in 2025, and what are the common reasons for denials and RFPs?
Okay, the first question is about the timing, right? Okay, so guys, all my cases go for 6 months. Okay, so let's imagine you start with your case today, right, Nithya? So you got the group in the Telegram Messenger. You already have your. You already have. It's like it's a hype, or we're gonna develop it, right? So you get that group in the Telegram Messenger. It's you, me, and your team who's going to be leading your case, right? And we start working on my strategy that I already prepared for you before we start the case. And we go for 5 months collecting the evidence and describing them. So once we're done with 5 months with the collecting all the evidence, I take 1 month, the 6th one, to draft the so-called memorandum. Memorandum is a legal document that describes all the evidence. So it's all the description, right? First we describe the evidence, then we describe legally the description of the evidence, basically, making the argument to the USCIS officer that you are a talented person. And once I finished with the memorandum, the case gets together, the designer makes it nice and beautiful. We print it on a thick paper so it feels rich because, you know, we affect the subconscious of the officer. And we send it with the courier to the USCIS. And within 15 days, with expedited processing, it's going to be approved. So if you are in the US, like you are, we could just change your status to, and you could start working immediately, right? So if we start today, your case is going to be filed beginning of March. So mid-March, you're already working on O-1 in the US.
Awesome.
If you were outside of the US, it will take us about 2 months to schedule and prepare you for the interview in the embassy, get that visa stamped, and by May, you are in the US working. Okay, so it's 6 months if you're in the US, and it's 8 months if you're outside of the US. And the most common reason for the denials, well, I don't get denials for O-1, okay? So it's really hard for me to remember those few cases that I didn't get approval. But again, maybe I'll just take some EB-1As denials, which are more common because it's a green card, right? It's more serious cases. Recently, guys, and this is like very hot information. No one is going to tell you this because no one has so many cases as we do. The subjective overall merits determination, surprisingly, today is one of the most important. Never been, you know, sometimes it will happen, but never been so important as today. So, which means that I need everything from your careers, guys. From day one, you start your profession, you need to unpack all your archives, talk to your grandma, talk to your mother, to your father, so they find all, you know, all the letters of thank you from everybody, collect as much as we can to show this subjectively that we've been doing these things for so long and we really have that heavyweight bag with us to represent. So I think nowadays, anything else besides our everyday activity, which is industry related, of course, will play the role. You go into the conference, get that badge invitation. Make a photo in the conference so officer visually see you are going to those events. You got that certification? Don't hide it from me. I want it. I want all your certifications, okay? You got all those projects, give them to me, because subjectively, nowadays, very, very important to prove that you are in the industry and you're good.
Awesome. Yeah, so for you guys, if you are not aware of how much size it looks for the petition, you know, it's more than, you know, like 1,000 pages, right? For the...
it's 1,000 if your case is not very strong.
Yeah, it's like
but it's for EB-1A. O-1 a little bit. O-1 anywhere between 500 to 1,000, I would say, with rare exceptions. Maybe a big case, because sometimes we do we pick up for EB-1A, but we file for O-1 because we want to bring you fast. Right? But it's EB-1A case. Once you come here, we refile for EB-1A, the same case. So depending on the individual situation, that could be a different way.
Yeah, got it. Awesome. So next, go into the next part of the video. So the path and practicalities. Can O-1A visa holders later move towards a green card? I mean, it's,
Absolutely. I mean, that's the way, guys. We do O-1 basically with the thought in the back of our mind that we're going to use it in the future for the green card. And the main question, what's the best way to transition from O-1 to the green card? And again, my answer is going to be a tech, because other nations, unfortunately, have many more ways to get the green card. through labor certification, for EB2 and IW, and other options. But you guys stuck with those priority days, which don't move, and it's crazy. So the only transition for you is to get EB1A. And this is amazing because EB1A is the elder sister of O-1 visa. And the criteria are the same. We just need more and more in depth. Okay? So basically, O-1 is like a jump start for EB1A. We use all the evidence for O-1. We build more on top of it, and we file for EB1A.
Awesome. Yeah. Let's go into the next question. Is it possible to apply directly from India or any other nations without being in USA? Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's a normal case. It's actually the majority of my cases for O-1 visa to apply from outside and I think it's better to do outside unless you don't mind to be stuck in the US and don't want to travel, don't want to go back and visit your family. But that's the advantage you get filing from outside, because you go to the embassy with the approval, because approval is in the US, regardless where you are. But you go with the approval to the embassy and they stamp your passport with O-1 visa and you can travel. You have no limitations. So that's how almost everybody do. But if you like let's say you're on F1 or PT and you're like, oh my God, I don't want to leave and go to embassy and I have no plans to do this, we can change the status, no problem. In the US, it's totally legal. We can do this from F1, from M1, from J1, from F2, from H1, you name it. Any legal from tourist, even from tourist status, we can change to O-1 as well.
That's interesting. Yeah. So next question. So what about the family members? Can they join? Can they join us, study, and what about the work? Work permits for them?
Yes. So the family members can join, absolutely. Spouses and the kids below 21 years old all could be part of the petition. As to the work, the spouse of O-1 gets O-3 status. As much as the kids can go to school, no problem. The spouse gets O3, and that status allows also to go to school or to own a business.
Okay, got it.
Okay, and get the dividends. So basically, you cannot work in a business, but you can organize it and get the dividends from it. That's the only limitation on O3, that they cannot work anywhere they want.
Awesome. Yeah. So let's go to the last session for this live. So if you guys have any questions, just shoot me up in the live. We can happy to help you guys.
Yeah, so let me. I've seen a few questions. So Trilok Kachar asks, any advice for upcoming students? Absolutely. Well, my best advice to you right now, guys, any of you, because it would be a waste for you to listen us for 45 minutes and do nothing with this information. Get that free evaluation from the profile of Nithya, right? Because it's free. It will take you 15 minutes and you will know what's going on with your case. And even if you're still planning to study, let me see what you already got, because you may have something that's enough to build a strong O-1 case. But if you don't, what I need you to do to focus on experience, okay? And I'm not gonna tell you, okay, focus on this criterion, on that criterion. No, focus on your career and your experience, because all those criteria, they're coming out of that. If you can speak at the conference, do it. If you can participate on some outside project, do it. If you can change your employer and get another employer, do it, because it's going to show nicely on your resume. So that's what you need to do if you don't have enough, even for O-1A visa.
Awesome. So coming to the next question, what is the best time to apply for O-1 visa? I'm in the first year of my master's degree with a STEM program on F1 visa.
Sometimes my clients come to me and like, Stanislav, my STEM OPT is going to be over in 10 days. Can we apply for O-1? No, there's no way. We got to do something with the legal status because it's impossible. So because the cases go for 6 months and sometimes a little bit more depending on the situation, it's the last resort to start doing this 6 months before the end of your legal status. It's the last resort. I do not recommend that. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of pressure. So don't do this to you, because we're going to handle this. You guys are going to be the ones in trouble. Do it beforehand, okay? Do it a year and a half if you're in school or in STEM OPT, because it's going to give you the freedom to maneuver and get more things in your petition.
Awesome. So, yeah, coming to the last question. So he's building a startup and on F1 OPT, what is the best solution for him?
Startup on OPT. It depends when it start. If that's the first thing he started doing on OPT, doing the startup, that's one thing. If it's something on top of something else before, that's different. Because if we had something else before that gives us more experience and participation in those criteria through that experience. If it's the first thing and you haven't done nothing else, focus on growing it. Very important. Focus on growing it. Whatever technology you're trying to develop, that would be your contribution in the industry. Start paying yourself at least the market or 20-30% above the government statistics. And focus on assessing similar projects of other people. That's going to be the judging the work of other professionals.
So one of the person is asking, he's an IT professional back in India and if he is eligible or not. So guys, let's end the video with I have a link in my bio and I have a reel pinned to my comment. I mean, like I have a reel pinned to my account. You guys can go comment O-1 and I'll share you the link. You guys can check the eligibility. And if you guys are not seeing my reel, you can go to the link in my bio and check the eligibility there. And, Stanislav team will revert back to you within like 48 hours with all the details. And we will be doing, much more webinars in the future as well. So you guys can join there and yeah. So
that's true. I would love to help your followers, Nithya, to assess the cases for $0, 0 cents. Okay, I think this is the best deal ever. You guys Indians love cheaper prices, right? How about zero? The best. So yes, I think it was a great time, Nithya. Thank you for inviting me. If your people will say, hey, this guy is great, let's do it one more time, we'll plan for the future and see how it's going to go.
Yeah. Thank you for, coming here and sharing your knowledge, Stanislav. Yeah. Happy hosting you.
Yes, thank you. Enjoy the week. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.